Hey, happy day 676. Let me double check that. Yeah, 676 of What You Up To Now. She, S-H-E, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom, also known as Pajama Grandma. I'm documenting the journey as I transition from the offline brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business. It's been a longer journey than I had anticipated documenting, but let's be honest, our life is one big giant journey. We don't just get off until we pass away or we transition. So documenting a journey, our journey is, we're never done. We're always improving. We're continuously moving and growing and hopefully making the world a better place. Whether we are working offline or online or a combination of both. I personally purport a combination of both. That's just my experience, and that's what I think is the best combination. 100% my opinion, and totally up to you. It depends on what you want to create in the world. So today I want to just briefly talk about what I'm doing, what I'm up to, and discuss the 7 keys. Now, I don't know where this came from. I don't remember where I learned it, but I've known it for a long, long time, that there are 7 key areas that we need to pay attention to if we want to have a great life, if we want to have a successful life. We can ignore one or several of these at our peril, but at some point, they all need to have some consideration, or they can be our downfall. They can be the death of us, literally. And so what are these 7 keys? And I'm going to be talking about them as part of the blood pressure challenge, the BP challenge, the 90-day challenge that I'm doing over the next 10 days. This is our section, is the 7 keys. What are we going to do about them? What are they? How do you rank them? Why are they important to you? And then some key facts and tidbits and information about how to make sure you keep them not in balance. I think balance is complete and utter BS, but how do you keep them at least giving them the amount of attention they need to create the results that you want overall in your life? So what are these 7 keys? Well, number 1 is your physical existence, your physical well-being, your health, your nutrition, your energy level. Number 2 is your mental, your thoughts and beliefs. Number 3 is your emotions and your emotional system and how you handle things, your social acuity, your etiquette, your manners, your kindness, your emotions, all of your emotions, good, bad, and ugly. The 4th thing is financial. We can ignore our finances until we are bankrupt or we have nowhere to live or eat, or we can pay attention to them. We'll talk about scarcity and abundance thinking as part of that. Spirituality, what are your spiritual thoughts and beliefs and feelings? How connected are you to a higher power or not? Contribution, what are you here to do? Why are you here on the planet? What is it that you want to do or create? And how do you want to contribute to yourself, your life, and those you love and care about, or the world as a whole? And then finally, relationships. What impact do relationships have? Business relationships, personal relationships, lifelong relationships, friendships. What interaction with other human beings or pets and animals or relationships are something that you need to consider? It's the 7th key. It's the 7th aspect of your beingness that you need to consider as you're setting your goals and objectives and creating the life that you want. So in the BP challenge, we're talking about these 7 key areas of our life. My question for you today is, have you ever thought about each of these areas and ranked in priority order what right now is most important to least important to you? And are you doing something in each of these areas? Are you paying attention to your health? Are you paying attention to your mental health? Are you paying attention to your emotions? Are you paying attention to your finances or just ignoring them? Are you in touch with your spirituality and how you feel connected or disconnected from a higher power? Are you contributing to the world as a whole, or are you just surviving and just getting by? And then the state of your relationships. Many a person has focused wholeheartedly on one of these aspects and lost out on other aspects. I focused on work and sacrificed my significant other relationship. I focused on finances and again sacrificed some relationships and partnerships and things. So how do you currently currently rank these? I actually didn't pay attention to my health and my physical well-being for decades and ended up having a sudden cardiac arrest. Now, physical well-being has gone from 7 on my list up to 1 or 2. It teeters back and forth, but it's up there 1 or 2. It's got to be 1 or 2 if I still want to be here talking to you. So, fun exercise today. Think about these 7 things: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, and contribution, and rank them how you feel just today, not how you felt in the past, not how you think you're going to feel tomorrow, but right now, today. Date it and write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then put them down in the order that you feel are, number 1, currently most important to you, highest priority, and then that you're actually spending your time and energy and your resources putting effort into. That's how you help rank them as well. So that's it. That's the BP challenge. It was really fun. The Supersize Your Business one was about being a stick in the mud and being, set in your ways, and how can you turn that into a positive? And do you want, yes, you want something like that in your organization, or that's part of your mastermind, or that is actually somebody that you can reference or talk to or chat about different things that you want to do as you're growing and supersizing your business. Mainly because they bring up the false beliefs and the resistance that a lot of your customers are going to bring up. And so you want to have access to that kind of information. Happy Every Day was about writing, the joy of writing, and how happy do you feel about writing different types of things. Last night I wrote a webinar. It was a blast. I'd give that a 5. Today I'll be writing emails and thank you notes and some other correspondence, and hopefully I'll put a 5 on each of those because I'll feel good about those and they'll make me happy as well. That's it. That's all I've got today. I've got a busy couple of days and couple of weeks as we're winding up the 90-day challenge, as we're getting ready for 2020, as I am determining the direction that I want to go with respect to all the things that I'm doing, with respect to coaching, with respect to courses, with respect to events, with respect to what I do and do not want to prioritize. Which, hint, if you'll notice, part of why I do a challenge and why I'm blatantly honest about why I do a challenge is because it's something that's challenging me in my life, and I want to find the quickest, fastest, easiest, most efficient, and effective ways of improving that aspect or area of my life. So I'm doing a blood pressure challenge. I don't want to take a medication, so I am doing a 90-day blood pressure challenge to reduce my blood pressure 20 points and to make sure that it's always in the safety range, the safe zone, so I don't have hypertension, so that I don't have to take another medication. Because guess what? Some of us do not respond well to certain prescription drugs. I am one of those. If there's a crappy side effect, I usually get it. Now, is that because I believe I'm going to get it? Or is it just because I don't want to take prescription drugs? It's because I don't want to take prescription drugs. I don't really think it's a belief I'm going to get the side effects thing. I think it's I use that as my excuse to not want to take more prescription drugs. So that's it. That's all I've got for you today. If I can help you in any way, shape, or form, hit me up in the comments below. If you've got a question, ask it. I don't always make that offer, but some days I'm more available than others. Hit me up on Voxer, V-O-X-E-R. It's a mobile app that you can it's a walkie-talkie type app. You push a button and answer. Jamagramma. Hit me up in there. Ask me a question. It's the quickest, easiest, fastest way for me to answer it. Social media is awesome, but I have to type in text, and my eyes aren't what they used to be, so there's faster ways to get in touch with me. Have an amazing day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.